Welcome to What's in the Bag, where we give the voice to the voiceless and we let you say whatever is on your mind. My name is Marvina and I am your host. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning,
Good
good
morning, good morning,
morning,
good morning.
everyone. Good morning to another
Woohoo!
segment of Saturday early morning coffee with Marvina that gives a voice to the voiceless, and we let you say what is on your mind. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I am so excited again this morning. Well, let me say this: I'm tired. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm tired. My bag is full and I am so tired. I had a rough last night, I had a rough, but it ain't stopping me from getting on here to talk to you all and letting y'all know what's in our bags. So that's one thing I love about what's in the bag. I can come on in here and talk about it and get it off my chest and relieve me for the day. Hey! Girl, I'm drinking this morning in my cup Dunkin' Nut coffee by Kroger's. I like it. I'm sorry, that's my thing. But I tried this. I think I remember telling y'all about this Grinch stuff creamer they have. It tastes like mud. Wait a minute. Then I said to myself, how do I know what mud tastes like? I mean, it's like it's fitting for this container for the Grinch because it's like it says it's peppermint mocha, but it tastes like nasty mud. But I kind of like it. I like it. I like it. Give me
Oh
some
my goodness.
money, Marina, girl. But anyway, I am enjoying this little cup of coffee this morning because I actually need it more than anything. And of course, with me this morning is my BFF,
Good
Hey,
morning, good morning, good morning. What's in the bag, family? Woo! We got a lot to cover today. We got a lot to cover today.
what's in that
But
bag, girl?
before we get started, 8 o'clock original. I'm sorry, everybody. 8 o'clock original still leading the pack. I did have a delicious cup of coffee yesterday from our Venus, the Kroger blend donut shop. That was really good. But this morning is 8 o'clock original
8 o'clock.
with
8 o'clock.
some cinnamon cream.
That's nice. Good, good, good. I like 8 o'clock. I do. I
Yeah.
like 8 o'clock. But price wise, donut brand, Kroger brand. Price wise. I love it though. It's good. I need it. As y'all can see, I'm already hyped up. You know, the coffee starts me sugar. I get it. I have to get it on in. Well, this morning we got some current events we want to talk about. I really, really, really want to talk about some things that's going on. First of all, we want to give a shout out to our senator, our new. Well, we got him. What? We stay
Yes.
blue. We
Yes.
stay blue. We stay blue. I gotta give him a shout out. I'm so glad that we do have some Georgia people that do have some sense. We that was a weird runoff as far as I'm concerned, and I was shocked that it was so close because this man, our other candidate, I didn't even think he know anything about what a senator was. I didn't even understand if he knew what he was going for. I think he was put up to it because he's a what was he, a
Oh,
football player? And they think
yeah.
why
They
do
would
they
vote. They
believe
would. I feel that that's where he was getting some of the votes that he was getting because that man had not did anything for the state of Georgia, the people of
Bulldogs?
Georgia, since the Georgia Bulldog days. Stop playing.
They said
Stop playing.
I really did. I overheard one young man came in. Good morning, mama. I heard one man on there said the reason why he voted for him because he's a bulldog. He's for life. He said he's a bulldog, not because he knew anything of what he was doing. It was because he played football. Who does that?
Right. Come on, people. We have to do better. We have to
Oh,
do better when it comes to our political candidates and our
Well,
choices
and why
that
not
we
came
make.
and he prevailed anyway? Because that
Yes.
we do have some people in here that really understand that we need some good stern people that know what they're doing inside the house to be able to represent us. So we thank God. Amen. Thank you, Father. Thank you,
Amen.
Lord. Thank
Amen.
you, yes, that He can do
Hallelujah.
it. Well,
Yes.
I kind of got a little story I want to. Yesterday, and this is how I'm gonna start this off because I really know that we talk about teenagers more or less. And as a mother of a teenager, a 17-year-old young man, I think this is something that is I'm concerned. I'm gonna be real honest within my bag. I am so concerned about the mentality of our teenagers today. And but my question is what's leading them to where they at? What is getting what's the difference from then and now? Why is it that now it seems that our children don't care, or more or less they need to defend themselves by killing others, or
Mm,
um someone says social media. Yep. Yeah.
it
I
is.
have a 17-year-old, and I'm just gonna tell this little story. I'm gonna try to make it really small because I know we don't have but an hour, but because I can go on with this. I have a teenager. Yesterday we went to Kroger's, and I wrote this in what's in the bag. We went to Kroger's, and there was this cashier. She was got to be in her 60s, I guess. I don't know. That's I'm not gonna put a number on her, but I know she was an older lady. And me and my son got to the register, and we started putting our stuff on the belt to get. So the lady, I guess she figured she was my friend or she knew me. I don't know. She looked at my son and she said, "What you doing to your hair?" So my son looked with his face like I gotta get it cut. She said, "What?" I said, "Well, he ain't doing anything with it. That's why it's the way it is. It's natural. He likes to be natural like his mom's." And she tooted her nose up. I left it there. Well, he need to do something with that. I said, "Do something with that." I said, "What do you mean by that?" I said, and my son, his face started. He does his thing with his lips when somebody either bothering him or he
Hurt his
feel like
feelings, something
when
like
he's in
that.
his feelings, he starts to make these look on his face. And when I looked at my baby and seen that, that was it. Mother hen came on out. I said, "Excuse me." I said, "How dare you? How dare you? Just because you don't like something, you go and insult somebody else and judge them?" So I'm sitting there looking at her, and she's like, "Well, I'm not, I mean, I'm not trying to." It wasn't something personal. I said, "Personal?" It was personal when you stopped bringing up my food and putting the stuff in the bag. It became personal. My
Hmm.
son is here. He's like, "Well, I tell you the same thing to my son." Who cares what you say to your son? That has no bearings on me what you do. And I can imagine how your son feel with the mouth you had. I just roast. To be honest, I roast. I was so upset. Now I went and I left and I did talk to the manager. I talked to the manager, and I'm really just gonna say this. This is the reason why I'm saying this. My son walked out and he said, "Mommy, I'm glad you were there because I was gonna roast him." And then it's like a red flag came up to me, and I thought about it. I said, "Now, if I wasn't there and he would have roasted her or whatever he said he was going to do to her, what would have happened then? Was he labeled as a bad kid? Would anybody have believed him? What if it's something went further than that? Like he got so angry that he wanted to come in there and do some harm and danger like these
Yeah.
kids are doing now. Now, granted, they're saying that this last shooting, we're going to talk about this last shooting, about the rest of these little two children, I mean, these two teenagers. Um, I found out now that it was gang related. I kind of got a little clip, on it. I would like to share it because I didn't know until today that it was gang related. I knew that these children were shooting each other and they never knew what the cause was. Um, I was told that the young man was targeted.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that the other children, I mean, people that he shot was just innocent bystanders. Um, then also about in August, they was talking about how some kids came to Arbor Place Mall and did the same thing, trying to shoot somebody, kill somebody. And what brought that feeling of my son is 17 years old and he's out here. He's out here. And what makes the whole situation so scary to me is I got to let him get out there and grow up. I gotta stop being, I gotta get him from being right here and let him flourish and go out there. Because he is right here.
I'm laughing too because that's my heart right there. So I got him like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, yeah,
And what's the mentality of these children?
yeah.
Why is it that it's so easy now for them to pick up a gun and shoot somebody? Well, just as that lady just came off and said, she judged him, and made him feel some kind of way because he likes his hair natural the way he likes it, and she
Yeah.
didn't like it. And let me say something. She had her hair with some grease. It was so greased back. I was wondering what she was doing. And I'm saying to myself, sweetie, you should have been in a beauty salon. Why are you in here doing cashiering? You worried about what the child's hair looked like and why my child is looking the way she did not like. I just didn't, I don't get, and even also, and I don't mean to take all this up, but even the guy who shot up over at Walmart, he wasn't that old. He went into Walmart and targeted the people that he was having issues with. Why? Because he felt not accepted and he felt like these people kept bothering him. The best thing for him to do was to take these people out.
If I can kind of add to that, we have to be careful about how we are treating people. We sometimes are quick to take in, make negative comments about people, tease them or make comments to them that make them feel. In case point, my nephew make comments and things to them that make them feel some kind of way, and sometimes their response is, back in the day, we call you out in the street, be like the baddest man hit my hand,
Yeah, I remember that.
knock my head off the shoulder.
That
Yeah,
kept knocking my mother off the bench.
right. And we going to fisticuffs. That's what we're gonna do. But now, I mean, all that is out the window. The first response is, "Let me go get a gun. Let me go ahead and take an end this," because people are teased and tormented every single day, and we have to get back to we were raised. And Marvin, I know because you and I we spoke about this, and me knowing mommy, hey mommy, you treat people the way you want to be treated. Where did we get to a point in society where life has very little value? Pets have more value than the human life does. So I applaud you for wanting to
Yeah,
discuss that this
because
morning.
I mean, you think about it. These kids are growing up. They're growing up. They're being bitter. Just like we had our issues. We were
Yeah,
scared to talk to down to mommy or say, do anything in the neighborhood so the neighbors could see us because we knew we was
that's
going to
right.
get. Now they walk into your house, and let me say you're a trouble teen. And I don't mean to bring this up. I have to because it just remind me of somebody. I know someone who told me that there was a child that that would go out and and bust people tires and do things in the
Yes.
neighborhood, and we could not. We don't know the men. I mean, we didn't know the mentality of these children. What's making them become so they just don't care anymore. They just don't care. Is it that we're not taking them to church? Is it that we're not giving them any value? Is it the system making it harder because they saying we can't put our hands on them? Because that's a lot of times that's what my mom and them did. Did I think that worked? No, I don't think it actually worked. I believe it put fear in me.
Yeah.
Does fear work? Sometimes I guess because that's what God wants you to do, fear Him. But He ain't gonna torture you. The thing
Yeah.
I'm trying to get an understanding is where's the mentality of these children, and what's making it so hard for them to deal in society that they feel like they could go out here and just take somebody's life and don't care.
I think part of it has to do with the the loss of intimacy that within the family, if that makes sense. Now most families, the majority of the time, it has become a lost art to sit and have a meal together without having a TV on or having your cell phones and things of that nature. At the table. So that communication that used to be there isn't there anymore. I grew up where my parents would ask me, "How was your day? What's going on? Talk to me, Pearl. Tell me what what's going on." We do that with. I see you do it with your kids. I did it with mine. I still do it with my nephews, my nieces and nephews. The ones that are in school, I call them up and say, "Hey, just wanted to say hello and see how your day went." Things of that nature, because it's important. It's a lost art, and I think that a lot of things that the kids are seeing on social media, on the news, on TV, a lot of stuff on TV glorifies what's
Yeah,
happening right now.
yeah. Yeah, and and
So yeah.
and to get famous on TikTok
Mhm.
or Instagram or whatever, to get famous.
Yep.
They want to just be known for being famous. I realize this generation now they make more money than we make because they get famous quicker. They got their mindset is totally different from ours. We trying to catch up
Yeah.
where they at now.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm saying is our kids are dying. Our young men, and I'm hearing a lot about the young men.
Yeah.
They're the ones who's shooting and getting shot, and of course, there's young ladies that's getting shot, but you ain't. I mean, I'm seeing the more of our black boys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that other nationalities are not having issues, but when you see what's going on, and they shooting one another, it's our black boys.
Yeah. They just had another shooting in Riverdale. Yesterday, I saw it on the news yesterday. They had a shooting where two more teenagers were killed. A shooting in DeKalb County where three teenagers were killed. I'm starting to step away from the news, but sometimes you still have to step in so you can see what's going on around you. But it's
Yeah,
becoming disheartening, and sometimes I do. I'm a very sensitive person, and I cry about anything and everything. And sometimes when I hear these news stories like this, I do cry. Um, this is a generation that we are losing.
yeah,
That
we are.
that we're losing. Um, Nobody births their child and says to themselves, one day they're going to be murdered in the streets like a dog.
Right.
Nobody says that. We have, and I know it sounds repetitive, but it does start at home. We have to be more on our.
Game,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
We got to
yeah,
pay attention. And I
yeah.
understand we got to work. I know we got to do. Find we got to. You got to find an avenue to make sure that your children is being
Steered. Being steered.
in the right direction.
Yeah,
And I mean, some of them goes through the crack because they not because they dealing with it at home. They dealing with it in school.
yeah,
And let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't stand school. I didn't like school. I didn't like school more than because not just for the learning. It felt like they had us in this all these children in there with different personalities and they so cruel. Could be so cruel to one another. And it like makes our children feel like this is the last journey. We
Yeah.
in this school and they're gonna and these people don't like us. So the rest of my life they're not gonna like me. I'm gonna either kill them or I'm gonna kill myself.
Hmm. That peer pressure.
Yeah, that pressure,
Ooh.
that feeling
Yes.
like this is gonna be not realizing after they graduate, they never gonna see these people
Yeah.
again practically. But because right then and there, you get a lot of your identity in school. You learn how strong you are. You learn how it's like being in the workforce, and the same thing in the workforce. You got people
Whew.
bullying. You got
Yes.
it seems to me the same people that's in that school and when you was a kid, you bring them up and become the
They grow
adults
up to be bullies. They grow up
inside.
to be bullies.
So the peer pressure of fitting in, the pressure of home, and the pressure of it's a lot of children going through pressure of being like they said the gangs. I'm going to be a part of something. So to be a
Yeah.
part of something, I'm going to kill somebody. I'm going to hurt somebody. Or I'm
Hmm.
going to hurt somebody's family because they're going in glory, but the people left behind, the mother, the mother,
Hmm.
they gotta the fathers, the sisters, the brothers, the cousins, the people that's left behind affected because not because it was any reasons for them to die. It's somebody else took it in their own hands, and it's normally now it's these children, 15, 17,
Yeah.
14. Their lives are gone too. Now they going to prison.
Babies. I mean,
Babies.
babies. Babies.
And I
Uh,
worry about
ooh.
this because
Yeah.
my son goes out and hang out with his friends, and maybe it's not easy to just say okay they're gonna be okay because sometimes they go off course.
Yeah.
They might tell me they go in one place and come to find out they're somewhere else.
Yeah.
Believe me. And I
Yeah.
know y'all children do it. Don't try
Yeah.
to make it seem like you don't understand
Yeah.
that your children get disobedient and do stuff that sneak and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, they do that.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I was literally sitting here thinking about a situation that occurred with my nephew like that. He just doing what he normally do, and a friend offers him a ride home, and he
Yes.
didn't even have permission to have a car. He took somebody's car.
Yes. He had his brother car who didn't have no
Right.
registration when the brother was in jail.
And then when the
And they was
police went to
on a
stop him, he didn't even want to stop.
he
And my
did.
nephew was terrified. He was like,
He
uh-uh.
didn't stop.
Yeah.
It was a high speed chase. The police was chasing my son and this young man. I was at home. It was Christmas last year,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was laying on the couch because I like to decorate. And when I do Christmas, I love to sit and bask in all the lights, all that stuff. Good morning, and I got a phone call, half sleep, that come get my 17-year-old son. Was he 17? I'm sorry, he was 16. I
He
think he
was
was 16.
16.
He was 16 in a heart and a car that I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And when I got there, my son was terrified. He said, "Mommy, I was begging him to stop and told him he was making it worse. Just stop." And the only
Yeah.
reason they stopped was because the young man did not know there was a dead end, and he went up into the dead end, and the police
Yeah.
was able to stop him. Because my baby said that they had the guns in his face.
And thank
So
the Lord, the police, after talking to my nephew, they believed him, and they said that his mannerisms and how he behaved and how respectful he was, they knew that he was telling the truth, and that this caught him off guard. So I thank God, that
Yes.
we've educated him. We talked to him.
Yes.
We spend that time with him, and we let him know this is how you handle this in these situations. He didn't get out there and try to be Billy badass. He wasn't out there trying to be disrespectful or anything like that. He was like, hold on,
Right.
Mr. Policeman. Let me tell you, give me a chance and let me tell you what happened. And sometimes we have these kids that's going out here and they want to defy authority, regardless if it's the police, older generations, their peers, their co-workers. This is a lot of loss of respect out there.
Yeah.
It never ceases to amaze me.
Yes. And it's sad because our children are like you said, are getting lost in the system.
Yeah, yeah,
And I can understand, we raised them up to be a certain way, but when those guns shoot, or I mean, or like in this incident, anything happen, it's nothing we can do at home. We just pray that every
yeah.
day when our children go out this house, that they have enough knowledge and wisdom to do the
That's
right
right.
thing when things
That's right.
happen.
Because we
You
can
know,
raise them to the
he,
best of our ability. It's not always on the parents. So let us be clear about
yes,
that. I
yes,
hate when I turn on the news and you hear about these heinous acts that kids are committing, and then people go back and start judging the parents. That's not fair.
not
Because you
always.
can raise your child to the best of your ability.
Yeah,
It is up to them when they cross that threshold and go out into that world to act on those principles, those morals, those values that you've
yeah.
instilled in them. They have to be able to reach down in their bag, their toolbox, and pull that out and apply it, to whatever situation they may be encountering, in that moment in time. So it's not always the parents.
I
As
was
long
so
as you,
scared as a
yeah.
kid to bring to
What?
guns.
Ooh,
Man, I fight though, and I ain't gonna lie, we
yeah,
fought. I fight. Yeah, we fought. We
yeah,
did that. And when we fought, we didn't worry about being stabbed or shot. We
yeah,
fought. We were film, and we
yeah,
gave it to them, and we did
yeah,
what we had to do. And then, we gained our
yeah,
name. We gained our name through just
yeah,
that. My sister, my baby
yeah,
sister, I can just tell you today, she was one of the ones. She gained her name because she would use her fist. She would do that thing,
yeah.
and we would do. But we ain't trying
It's
to.
like us. We call the Meadow Six for a reason. When people come up to, they be like, "Hey, oh, you part of the Meadow Six?" Yes, I'm part of the Meadow Six.
That's right.
I can snap and they
You
gonna
know,
and they gonna
like
come.
nowadays, it ain't about that. It's who can take who
Yeah,
out. They don't want you to even
yeah,
breathe. They want you to.
yeah,
They want you in a casket.
yeah.
And then sometimes I wonder, do they have any remorse?
Sometimes
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think that they do.
I
Sometimes I
don't think
really,
so.
yeah. I remember hearing this one when my cousin was murdered. All those years ago, he was a young guy. He wasn't even 20 yet. He wasn't even 20. And he went into the store. He was at a party, and these guys were beating this girl, and he intervened and helped her leave and everything so that nothing else would happen to her. And they caught up with him at a store a few days later. They literally cased their house and sought him out and told him that you want to be a hero, and they killed him. They gunned him down. And I remember one of the young men said, I told my other cousin, I'm gonna make his mama and daddy cry. No remorse. Sat in the courtroom during the trial and laughed. Was laughing and pointing at our family. It never. That's why I said I don't. After seeing that, I used to feel that everybody has remorse at some point in
No
time.
remorse. That's the same
No
thing with
remorse.
the young man that was getting the shooting. Just you can
Yeah.
see them on the video slapping hands and happy.
Yeah.
You just took somebody out. You just took somebody's life. And why do you think that is very, very, that's my BFF. Why you
No,
think that?
somebody just walked. I'm sorry, somebody just walked past my window, like literally walked past my window, and I'm like,
So like, girl, please, who is it? Don't make
I
me
don't
carry
know.
her.
I
Oh wait,
have
I
no
can't do
idea.
it,
I have no idea who it is.
girl. But yes, good morning, good morning. I see good morning. I didn't see. Let's say I have some. I love some of the things that's being said. Let's go ahead and go
Yeah.
back and see what Let's bring out some of these questions. Good morning, oh, that's my mom. He had a wonderful career in football, but his head is empty. Whose head is empty? What football?
Herschel Walker, you better say that thing. You
Oh!
better say it. I feel like I feel like he was one of those.
Okay, we going back.
Now you
Okay,
remember
okay, okay. Yes.
that No Child Left Behind.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe that they just pushed him on through
Yeah. Of course
because of
they
his
did.
athletic abilities.
Did you do you listen? I'm sorry to go back to that, but have you ever heard him speak while he was doing his campaigning? I didn't understand nothing that man
Girl,
was talking about.
sounding like the daddy on the
That he wanted
Bernstein
to do
Bears,
something. He sound crazy. That man was
and
crazy.
then plagiarizing,
But
just plagiarizing people.
yes. And they said,
Lord have
who
mercy.
was behind him? They said Trump was behind him, but they did have similar characteristics and stuff going on, that emptiness in the head.
All I know is they transported him from the 1800s.
Someone said they don't have any compassion anymore.
Whew.
No, children don't. I
Mm-mm.
don't know. I
Mm-mm.
don't know where it came from. Is it coming from birth? Is it? What's the? I guess they get into this once they get into school. They stop feeling that compassion, maybe because
That peer because
peer pressure.
and I can speak from my experience. I was bullied for a little while all over some doggone rocks. And I'm grateful to my older sister who was there. But at times I felt like it was the end of the world because they were relentless. They never let up, and it went on and on and on for like a year and a half. That's a long time for anybody to have to take and deal with those things. I remember when my nephew was in school and he was tormented. He was tormented. My niece, our niece, they're both the same age, best of friends. She was tormented
My
for a while
sons,
there.
all my sons, both of my sons said that they would try. Well, my oldest son, they bullied him on the bus, and I watched them one day. I was riding down the street, and my son Marvin and Vincent was walking, and
Yeah,
I was driving behind them, watching these kids slap my son all up in their heads and stuff like that. And
yeah,
I had cars, all behind me. I'm watching, just slowly. I ain't even killed. Y'all did beeping. They were beeping. I was like, y'all gonna wait. When
yeah.
I finally
My
got,
daughter, she
yeah,
was, yeah,
I finally realized that these children, I didn't understand what the issue was because I kept them clean. I kept them, going to school. I thought I was doing the right thing. I realized that the way I was dressing them was the issue. I had to learn to dress them differently. And even when I dressed them differently, they wasn't accepted. I had to send my children to their dad because I didn't understand.
yeah,
To be a mother of young men, all you think that you make sure they get to school, they have clean clothes, they have everything they need.
yeah,
But
yeah,
when I think about this, it chokes me up because I watched them slap my sons up in the head.
yeah,
I couldn't
yeah,
believe that, the stuff that my other son went through in school. So it might have been where I don't know, did I make them tough enough? Maybe because I'm a mother and they didn't have the daddy figure in the home to give them that, boom, boom, teach them how to fight. I don't know what it was. But I know that a lot of times these kids go psycho because they don't feel accepted. And we got them all
yeah,
in this one building. It'd be like 500 of them up in this one building trying to
yeah,
learn the same thing. And by the time you look up, you come to find out they're being tortured and being
Yeah.
teased, they're being hurt.
Yeah.
I ain't had that issue. I ain't had
Two of
that
my
issue.
kids. Two, yeah. My daughter went through that. I'll never, and as a parent, and I'm with you. As a parent, how much can you take? I remember they told me, "Oh, you can't come up here like that." I literally, the bus dropped her off. I'm standing at the bottom of the driveway, waiting on her, and she got off the bus, and the bus starts to pull off, and then stops, and all the kids on one side open the windows and spit on her. The bus driver sat there. Whoever time to think about it, the bus driver sat there and allowed those kids to do that. When I tell you, me and that bus driver, we had it out, and I was ready to go to jail because that is not what you do. That is not how you do. And then one of my sons, he was called Glow Boy. They tormented him. They tormented him, and people don't think about what
The fact
the
that he
effects
struggled,
of it. Yeah,
go through during this trying to get through kindergarten all the way to 12th grade.
yeah,
You think about that's their whole entire little lives from kindergarten to 12th
yeah.
grade. And sometimes they are being tortured. Some of them are being
People don't care.
bullied. Some of them are just, the acceptance. Do you wonder why we all got to sit in one spot and be tortured for all of these years to learn half of the stuff they probably ain't gonna never use in their entire life? Give them some skills and let them learn some of
Yeah,
that's my,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
and
I
teach
just
them what it means, on how to be a friend, a true friend, a true friend. You know, I still have a couple of friends from that time when I was in school that stood up for me, and we're the best of friends to this day. I even run into some of my old classmates, and some of them act as if as if things never happened. Then I've had some that come up to me and say that they apologize from the bottom of their heart. Um, but like I said, for a while there, it made my life
it's
a
hard.
living
How about
hell.
how about how about when Ron was in football? How the parents,
Yeah.
it wasn't just the children, it was like the parents would teach the children how to be mean and nasty towards each other. I haven't seen a family because the head young man was so good, he treated his brothers like crap and the mom loud. I used to watch
Yep.
how
Oh my God. Yes.
these parents was telling the children to do these really nasty, cruel stuff to the other teammates because they wanted to be. So you teach these children all of these things, like how to be mean towards another person, to be confrontational, to be now it's all about I need to be on top. So now we're going to be in a contest and I'm going to win. I need to be this way because mommy said that, daddy said that. That's what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. I've seen them clobber children, knock them out. I've seen them curse them, and I even heard the parents on the stand cursing their children because their children done made a bad.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I,
Oh my
I, I mean,
goodness.
oh my God, it was like, what is going on?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm at these, like today, when as soon as I get off here, I'm headed to my grandson's basketball game. Parents, love and support your children. It is there. It is. I put it like this. Stop trying to live vicariously through your kids. Stop thinking that your son can run down, or daughter can run down the court and throw a 3 pointer or if they don't move the way you want them to, or glide through the air, or hit a ball, or run a football the way you want them to, that they the worst person out there. I see it all the time, and it irritates the heck out of me. I want to go up to some of these parents and say, "What's your problem?
These are
What's your
targets.
problem?"
These are things that we can look at and see
Yeah.
why our children start going postal like they're doing.
Mhm.
You got the ones that, of course, they don't have time. They got to work and they like the streets raise them. They like, they out there in the streets, because darn well if you leave your kids in your house just about all night, that the majority of them going out there to find something to do.
Oh yeah. Heck
You know,
yeah.
they ain't sitting in the household watching no TV. Some of them might be playing some games or whatever the case may be. But I'm just saying, these are things that keeps children. If they're raising themselves, they by themselves. They're gonna do whatever they can do themselves, and even if it's
Exactly.
good or bad. Because like
Exactly.
these children, they were out what 10 o'clock at night. They were out at night. What? Why are these
Yeah.
kids out at night that late?
Yeah.
That late.
Uh,
So
We
somebody
need to
want to do
block
some.
that.
So you need now. You know what? You want to do some private dating and chat. And I see you keep writing that on up there. We're gonna go ahead on and allow you to keep acting stupid because ain't nobody want no private. I don't know. Maybe somebody do. That's in their bag. You want to private? Anybody want private dating and chatting for girls? Because this dude or woman or man feel like that they need to put that up there. We talk about kids and they talk about private dating,
Yeah.
chatting girls. There might be girls
Private
that we
dating
might need to
checks.
find out. They might be messing with some of our babies. They always got something going on. So why would you do that?
Always. Always.
Always. You online talk about
Mm
private
mm mm
dating,
mm.
chatting girls. These folks are just do whatever
Yeah.
they want to. But see, I
Just dumb.
try my best to not
Yeah.
allow people in their situations become part of
Yeah.
mine. That energy
There you
is not
go.
right. You want you if somebody
Yeah.
want to date a private chat girl, let them go ahead on. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead on and talk about some more because we got some more people says few things on here. Let's see what this one was about. Honestly, the younger generations don't have tough skin. They haven't been through a lot of the struggles older generations have had to face. A lot of them are on social media all the time and behind a video camera a lot, and that is their reality. Let me see if I can finish reading it. They should be. I mean, reality is that they should be. Yeah, they should be.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's true.
And it was
When
and it was
it's
one.
true. Go ahead. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah. Oh yeah. It was
One.
one on here that somebody said yes. Can you click on that one? Do it
Yep,
for
I
my
got
side. It
that one.
says
That was the
Yvonne.
next one. Is this one? Yes, you have to be like the mother eagle. You have to let him soar. If he starts falling, you reach down and catch him and keep him from falling. That is so
Yeah.
true. That is
Yeah.
so true. Come on, I'm getting there. I'm
Go
getting
down
there.
there.
Let me.
It says yes, Yvonne. It was one that was really really
Okay,
good.
hold
I
on,
was trying to
Ron. I
click
want to
on.
try to get all of them. The kids raising strategy has to change as well. We cannot take all of the same approaches from the 70s and 80s because this time is nothing like that time. Of course, the foundation is respected for elders and respected for other people, but I always, let me see if I could see the rest. Okay, I'm sorry, I always hear the generation lacks respect. The lack of respect comes from the lack of meeting them exactly where they are. We need more older people telling the truth, true stories, not sugarcoating and meeting them where they are by being relatable. I like that. That sounds
Mhm.
like somebody I know. I wish you to put your name behind it because I believe I know who that is. And then there's one right here. Yes, Vina, they need to go to church and get the word instilled into them. We should not go to church and leave them home. We had to go to church. Our parents knew that Christ makes the difference. I thank God that we were made to go to church. Look, let me finish it. Let me finish it. Look at these children in those games out in the streets after 10 o'clock, 12 and 15 years old with why are they out there? Yep, where are their parents? Leave their children alone so they can party. Lord have mercy. That's what I said. I
Mhm.
felt the same way. And then we got one right here says, please just give the children the tools to live life beyond your home. Okay, we got one here. This is the one I think he was talking about, Yvonne. Yes, Yvonne, some of the best children came out of dysfunctional homes, and some of the worst of children came out of preachers' homes. It's not always the parents. These children has their own minds, wills, and emotions. That's true.
That
That's
yes.
true.
Yes.
Somebody
Yeah.
called.
That
I
is
think.
so true.
Yep, it is true. Somebody called
Yeah.
them dumber and dumber. I agree.
Yeah.
I really agree. Dumber and dumber. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. One right here by Cindy. Bullying has been around for a long time. It's just being more visible now.
That's right.
I,
Yes.
the 1970s, I was the only black child in the whole entire school. Then I had to wait outside the school alone every day. Alone, wait, let me read it. Every day alone. That was it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It
Yeah,
has, and I
bullying.
think because of cell phones and social media and everything, it has become. It's been. I put it like this, has been brought to the forefront.
And the thing is, you ain't gotta. You don't just have to bully a person that you in the house with, or in the school with, or even in any. Now you can bully somebody in North Carolina, South Carolina. You could on social media. I'm in Georgia.
Exactly.
Somebody in New York could go just start bullying me, and the children take offense to that because that's all they know. They came into a
Hmm.
social media life. So whereas we was just school and things like that, they now able to do it anywhere. You get on there, you get on social media, you are able to be bullied by people. I'm sorry. And no matter
Yeah.
where you come, if you subject yourself to social media, blessed to believe you ain't gonna get everybody to like you. The children ain't gonna have everybody like you, but you got to learn to put the perspective where it is. Social media is just
Yeah.
what it is. Social media.
Yeah.
Social media. When
Yeah.
after your children lost their father, I knew and I saw for myself that you tried to fill the void in their lives. Their deceased father was not there anymore, and you felt obligated to be parenting that holds them in your hand and smoother and smother
Smother.
them. I see it. Let me see. Let me get it and smother them with extra clothes and toys and food that you can't afford. Yup. So our babies was not like their grandmother and mother and sister. They don't know how to fight. That's why they are so timid. They are timid. Let them fight them now, though. give my give my kids. Go ahead, say it.
I I
Go
don't feel
ahead.
that. I don't. Okay. I don't feel that it was that they were timid. You your kid, and I love my nieces and my nephews. The first time that I had the honor and the pleasure of meeting them, I said they are so respectful. They're so respectful, and it wasn't a thing of being timid for them. Their thing was, I know how the hierarchy goes, and I know who I should go and say something to, and have them to step into that place to go and handle things. So that's why I was like, because I
Yeah, I
know that.
mean, it's an
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
I mean, sometimes even outsiders or as my mom seen it, things she thought that could have probably been the problem. I don't know. But I did. I smothered my children. I didn't have. It was just me. I
cause there was
I
some.
don't know
I
what
have to
else to
say this. There
do.
was some firecrackers. Cause I was.
Yeah, they had their problems now. I mean, I ain't never said that they ain't fight back once they learned that they had a voice.
Yeah,
So they had hands.
yeah,
They could
yeah,
voice.
and they knew,
Um,
and they knew that it was okay
yeah.
for them to take and handle
Cause my
this, and mommy will handle the other.
my
Yeah.
daughter, I'll never forget it when she was younger and she was not a fighter. My oldest and the girl came at her and she came and she came back. She came back. That's what she did. She came back. And she had to go to court and all this stuff. I don't think the fighting it was the court and having to deal because they had no tolerance for fighting. So
Oh
she
my
was supposed to
goodness.
let the girl beat her down and not fight back. How dare you? How dare you? They should have it where a person should be able to defend themselves. Ain't nobody gonna be. That's a way of being bullied. You telling me your rules and
Yeah,
regulations is no tolerance for fighting, but you want somebody to hit me,
yeah,
smack me,
yeah,
knock me down, beat me up, and don't fight back.
yeah,
And then I gotta go to court.
yeah,
And now I got a little history of fighting
yeah,
back. Not
yeah.
because I
That
started it.
that
How dare
zero
you?
tolerance stuff is for the birds. I
Stupid.
just and yeah, and to me that helps to foster the bullying.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because
That's
you
what
think
they
about it, somebody
do.
slap you and you don't hit back. The first thing that people say, "Ooh, they scared." No,
Yeah.
some of them are being told if you hit back, you're gonna get into trouble, and people look at it like this: there goes my scholarship. I can get kicked off the
My
basketball
mother will
team or the
beat my
baseball
butt.
team or the
I'm
football team.
gonna get beat up by my mom. I'm getting in trouble if
Yeah,
I fight.
I'm in trouble. I'm going to get suspended.
Yes.
I'm going to get expelled. I'm going to get ISS. So it's a I hate that rule. I hate because I think that everybody has a right to defend themselves.
Yes.
My dad used to say to me, the Meadow Six. He said, "Let me tell y'all something. That y'all running around here, acting all bad and everything." He said, "But know this: if you hit, just know that you can get hit back. Don't think that you have the right to go out there and just knock the heck out of somebody and they not retaliate on you. Sometimes your reflexes take over. It's like automatic reflex. Whoop, bam. So how is it that they tell these kids you can't defend yourself, you can't hit
Can't
back.
defend
You're
yourself.
just supposed to take it. And then when they do take it, guess what? 99% of the time, nothing happens to the child who initiated that attack. That is an
Nothing.
assault.
Yep, happened before. I'm bear with it. I did. That's why I didn't know that we can have a was an
Yeah,
advocate
an
in the
advocate.
schools for somebody to when they do these things. But they don't tell everybody that they
No.
want it to go away. They don't want everything. They don't want. They want it to go away. Even workplace bully. They think that's healthy. They think
Hmm.
it's supposed to happen. If you read up on bullying as an adult in the workplace, they feel that it is healthy to be bullied and made to feel belittled and beneath other
Yeah,
people. How dare you?
because they feel that your workplace etiquette should come into play, and you should be able to rise above your counterparts.
You're
Miss me with
right.
that.
Miss me with
Just miss
that.
me with that, because some
Miss
people take
me
it to
with
the
it.
extreme.
Yes. Yes.
Some
I've
people
had to
take it to the
I,
extreme.
and I'll say this again. I worked inside the Douglas County school system and they was bullying me and they started putting stuff in my food. They were literally, they were putting stuff in my food, Alexis. If I know it was, I couldn't even get up. They bullied,
Yeah.
and they was mad because when I came in there, not that I did anything to them. I had, I was a manager. I managed my material. I was very fast. I was on my stuff. I'm good at what I was doing, and they was intimidated.
Yeah.
One young lady was so intimidated that she literally wanted to fight me because I knew
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
head people. It wasn't that I did anything. So to make her feel like she was on top or make me feel less than, she bullied me. And while I was being bullied, I got to the point I couldn't take it no more. They took me and sent me over to another school. The same young lady went to bully the other manager and got fired.
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is those same children grow up and become
Yeah.
workplace bullies.
Yeah. They
Why?
bully in their homes. They bully
Yep,
in the public. They
yep,
bully. Just bullies.
just
We see
bullies.
the Karens, and then I know everybody say Karens, but we also see the Jeffs
Yes,
that get out there and constantly have something to say. And like I remember I parked in the handicap, and the man, him and his wife backing up, like stepping back. Then they done ran in the store and got the manager and everything. And my sister said, "Why don't you put your sticker out there?" I said, "I will." I said, I'm not." I said, "I'm gonna let them go ahead. I'm gonna let them run around looking crazy and let them do all that they're gonna do." They came and knocked on my window and told just a whole bunch of stuff.
and
And
that's what they do.
yeah, and they told me, "So we're calling the police, so we're gonna make sure that you get locked up today." And I'm saying to myself, self saying, I said, "Bullies. Here's a
That's
Karen and a
all they
Jeff."
do.
Yeah, that's
I'm
all they
just,
do. That's all that they know.
I know we got on the tantrum of bullying, but I'm just saying, we just talk about how children,
Things that
we put
lead
children
to,
first,
yeah,
in the need, and from either they become or they will be. Okay, they're either going to become bullies or they will be bullied.
yeah,
That's the way. And That's the way society's raising our children these days, where
Yes,
they
yes.
want to fight, they want to shoot, they want to they want to do everything just to feel part of.
Yeah,
And we got to get a hand on that. We're
yeah,
going to get a hand on it because these same people, like I said, they grow up and
yeah,
they become bullies and they become the ones that's being tormented. They get tired and they want to, young man at Walmart.
yeah.
I keep saying that he probably was one of the ones that was quiet, kept. That's why I was heard that and then
Quiet and kept to
all of a
himself. Yeah,
sudden they kept bothering him and he felt that that's what he needed to do.
yeah, yeah.
He was in his 20s.
Yeah. Some other people there said that and I'm not, we're not glorifying that
No,
type
we're
of
not.
retaliation, but
No.
what we're doing is pointing out what leads to some of these things. Some
Yes.
people came forward and said that these very same people that he targeted were bullying him, picking on him every single time they worked together. They had negative things to say. They'd be sitting in the break room talking about him on the floor, just a whole lot of things. And then sometimes, like I said, you never know. Everybody's cup is different. You never know when somebody's cup is going to start to spill over, or if it's already spilling over, if it has created a
Hey, baby,
flood.
they bags are different. Ain't
Everybody,
no
yeah,
cup.
well, you know what
Everybody's
I'm saying.
bag is different, baby. These cups
Yeah,
can't hold nothing. But that bag can. That bag
everybody, yeah,
holds stuff. Yes.
everybody is
Yes.
different. You gotta start treating
Yes.
people the way, and you never know what somebody has going on behind the scenes. You never know. So people need to get it together.
Get it together. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I didn't. Wait. Maybe I didn't. They the wrong word. Oh, mommy, timid might not be the word, but what I mean is that they don't fight back and came home crying to mommy. What I said was a compliment. I was saying how hard you work to be a father figure. I'm sorry if it must. Honey, you
Oh,
ain't got to do
mommy.
all that. This is what's in your bag, lady
Yeah,
bud.
that's right, mommy.
Mommy ain't mommy. Mommy, you know I ain't taking no offense to that, boo. You know
And
I
neither did
love
I,
you.
mommy. No, I know.
Yeah, yeah, maybe they probably seemed to be timid at that time. They was really at that time. My,
Yeah,
my son was scared. He wouldn't hit back. I get
yeah,
what you were saying. He wouldn't
yeah,
hit back. He was
yeah,
scared of mommy. He didn't. We moved in a new neighborhood. He was in a new
yeah,
school. He had to
yeah,
be accepted. And I realized that was another problem. I moved so much that my children moved to all of these schools and they wasn't accepted. It was hard to be accepted. You the new kid on the block. Of course they're gonna torture them. It was
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I
And I
get
was
what
and,
you're
and I was just saying about it being a testament to how Marvina was raising them. They were, when I met her, I told her, I said, "Girl, your kids remind me of mine,"
saying.
because I instilled that respect factor,
I had to put
and
fear in my baby.
she instilled
Man,
that
I put
respect
fear in
factor
my
though.
babies. I
Yeah,
had to at a young age because I knew I was there. I was on that limb by myself. I was scared
yeah,
to have them out there. I no, let me say this. I raised my children a lot of ways that I knew how. I took what I needed and I spit out the bones. I took the meat off some of this and spit out the bones on a lot of things. A lot of things my mom taught me. I utilized some of those things. A lot of things that I've learned as I grew up, and I put them together and I raised my children the best way I can. I'm not saying
there's no
that.
handbook. Those
No,
books
ain't
out
no
there,
book.
throw some gasoline and light a fire.
Mm,
Those manuals, please.
mm. Because everybody's different, and I
Yeah,
get it, and I
yeah,
get it. But I'm just worried about our children today. That was
yeah.
my main concern about this whole
Very worried.
situation, man.
Very
We
worried.
really, yeah, we've been worried, and I'm
Yeah.
definitely worried. We
And
have
yeah.
a. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I was gonna say, and parents, aunties, uncles, fams, villages, don't be afraid to ask your kids what's going on, who their
Yeah,
friends are,
yeah.
where they hang out, the different things that they do.
Find out.
Yeah, if go from a gentle approach, and you'll see that they'll start to open up to you and tell you. Because our kids
Mhm.
come back and tell us
Reach
some
out
stuff.
to children's
Sometimes we want to
parents.
pass out.
Find out who the other children's parents are. You can,
That's right.
it really makes a difference if you know
Introduce.
who your children is hanging out with, their parents. because then it's a thing where you can tag team it. They come over my
Checks and
house.
balances.
Yeah, I mean that my son and his friends comes over to the house, and I made a little area for they could play their games and stuff because I feel more safe knowing that they're here. They eat up my food, but they're here. They're
Yeah.
here, and I don't have to worry about them. And the same thing with the parents when they go over to their house. I don't have to worry because I know the parents. I know what type of
Yeah.
values they have. We talk.
Yeah.
I went to their house and talked to them because some things that I knew that I wasn't. I'm like, my son coming in these and he got these friends. I need to know who he is
That's
hanging
right. That's
with.
right. That's
Who
right.
are you hanging around with? I enjoyed this segment.
Yeah.
Well, right now, let me tell y'all, we got some things coming up. What's in the bag night before Christmas? Oh my God, y'all! Excited about this one. We're gonna have we're gonna have quite a few children on, and we're gonna have a ball. We're gonna have some fun online on night before Christmas. Come on in, tune in, get your children, get some children, get your grandkids, tune in, have some cup of coffee, some cookies, whatever you want to do. Sit and listen and watch. Even involve yourself. It's fun. We're looking forward to seeing y'all. All, bring somebody else's kids and tell somebody else about it. Tell people about it. Let them know
Yeah.
that we going to have a night before Christmas on What's in Bag, and it's for the children. I'm excited about it. Oh my God! I see you say
Mhm.
facts. Yep, yep. And then
Mhm.
we got another upcoming. I am excited about
Yeah.
this. Be
Yeah.
open. Be
Yes. Yes.
excited
Yes.
about being open. It's coming up in 2023. In January, we're starting on the 8th. We're going to do this is going to be a evening segment on Sundays. We're looking to do it every other week, every other Sunday, but you don't know what God's
Yeah.
plans is. I've been praying on this one. Be open. Be open. Let me say this, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. Be open is not no church. It's not no worrying about your what they say. Nobody want to know my. Yeah, we want you to talk. We want you to be able
Yeah.
to be free, to be able to be open to emptying out your bag. Open up that bag. You might see, like I said, you might come in here and you might hear somebody cursing somebody out. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. If you don't want to be a part, you don't have to. It's 6 o'clock on a Sunday evening. We're just going to be talking about addiction. We're going to the effects of addiction, the behavior of addiction, what causes addictions, who made what they did in their addiction, where we come from in addiction, how addiction affects other people. We're
Mhm.
going to talk about codependent addiction. We're going to talk about addiction, and it ain't just alcohol, drugs. We
Right.
got all kinds of addiction.
All types of
I could be
addictions.
addicted to just being miserable. There's addiction for being miserable.
Yeah.
Every time you look around, you are miserable. You make people miserable when they come around you. There's addiction there. I'm sorry.
Misery
You,
loves company.
you love company. You are to become a addict.
Yeah.
You lie to yourself and say you don't have addiction, but everybody got something that they're working on. You could come in this room and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna come on
Give
this
you a
segment.
chance to release,
Yes,
unburden,
yes,
take out some of those packages out of your bag. Start to
right.
lighten your load.
Lighten your load. Help somebody else. Let them know that
That's
just
right.
because they've been somewhere, just because they're going through right now, they
Yeah.
got hope just like you have hope. And
That's
then you
right.
go in them rooms, that's what they mainly do. They talk to you, give you hope, strategies to stay with your addiction, to get off of addiction. I'm trying to give you some strategies to deal with it.
That's
I ain't
right.
trying to be funny. Because everybody don't deal with their addiction. Just because I have a
Yeah.
gambling problem, everybody's not going to stop gambling.
Yeah.
But if
And
you
it's
know that
yeah.
your gambling is out of hand and you ain't paying your bills and stuff, we gonna have to talk about this.
Yeah. Or every time you get sad or you going through something, the first thing you do is go and get a whole bunch of food and start eating. That's not good. So it's so many different forms that, like Marvina said, there's so many different forms of addiction out there.
Yeah,
It is time for us to bring
put
it
a
to the
voice to it.
forefront and talk about it.
Yeah, put a voice to it.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
be ashamed. You got to be open. Now you want to get on here and be worrying about what people, if somebody gonna say something about you, or if they're, you know, what they say. It's a word I'm trying to say because it won't come out. When a person look at you and you worry about
Your
uh,
image.
your image. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
your
An
image.
image. This is not a place for you.
Mm-mm.
I like that image.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
If you feel that, you won't worry about. Now we'll have you on. You ain't even got to show your picture. We can just put you up there if you want
Yeah.
to just talk about it. Because I'm
Yeah.
not ashamed. You some people just don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
I don't. It don't matter. You don't have to be seen, but you got to just being heard. We giving a voice.
Mm-hmm. Giving a
Voiceless.
voice to the voiceless. And there's going to be a link that comes out. You get a chance to register, put your information on, and you'll
Yep.
be able to come in. It's not, it's going to be live. So let us say
Right.
that it's going to be live. But you're gonna have to register and get that link and come on in,
Yeah.
and be ready. Be naked
Be
and not
ready.
ashamed. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
I'm
Open that
telling
bag
you.
up
I'm gonna
and zip
tell
in them
you.
packages. Get them things going. Let them get some healing.
Yeah. I say it
Get
all the
some
time.
experience on
5 times
healing.
anger management, 1 time counseling. When I tell you, me being able to sit and talk and just release has turned me into a total different person. Same person but better. Let me put it that
Exactly.
way. And
Yeah,
Marvina
God can
knows,
work
she
with you.
she knows my story. She knows my history,
Hmm.
and it's a place I never want to go back to. So I'm looking. I can't wait. I am looking
And
forward
it's
to
so
this.
funny. It's like the same issues we having, you having. It's the same issues God is having with you. I don't care how you look at it.
Jesus. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you feel that there's no issues, believe me, there is. There's some, and you might find out as you come in these rooms, just listen to other people, that you have some type of issue that you need to be working on. Or if it's not that you need to work on, you need to be careful with it before it become out of hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get it right before it gets there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, even to the point where you might be doing it every so often, but you notice that you do it more when you're upset, and then
Mm-hmm.
circumstances come in. So you just let's try to hit it right there. If we're there, we're gonna get it. If you're getting there, we're gonna get it. And before you even get there, we're gonna get it.
That's right.
We
That's
have
right.
also, if you know anybody that wants to join us on Facebook, it's what's in the bag. Come on, invite some more people in. Let them know that we got good content. It's awareness where we're letting y'all. We're just talking about things that's going on and people, things that's in their bag. So just reach out, invite others, let them know that we're on Facebook. And if they don't do Facebook, we do YouTube. Everybody do YouTube. What's in the bag
Mm-hmm.
20? I come on, talk to them, let them know that to subscribe. You get great content. Be open, yes, honey. Be and let's run this. Let's actually get this going.
Love
We
it.
can take over the world if you at one person at a time. If you just tell somebody about it. Just like when you
That's
do it with
right.
Christians,
That's
talk
right.
about Jesus, the same thing on anything else. If you talk about it, let everybody know that we're out here. Also, I always throw my TikToks in. If
Yeah.
y'all want some laughter, you can get me on TikTok at Marvina Clay. So that's basically it. I enjoyed this segment.
Yep.
How about
Yep.
y'all? Did y'all
Yeah.
enjoy it? I
Well,
didn't
before.
say none of my. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, no. I was just gonna. I told Marvina about this experience I had last week, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give a PS. Get a chance to do a review this month.
Right. I'm
But
sorry.
let me tell you guys, do not go to the Hampton Inn in Peachtree Corners, Georgia. Do
Hold on. Hold
not.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Bam. Okay.
Bam.
Now.
Let me get this out real quick. Do not go. We had we had a work retreat, and let me tell you, worst hotel experience I have had in a very long time, especially coming from the Hampton. Ceilings falling in. Two of the other people that were there, the toilets in their room wasn't working. Stains, smells, odors, floor coming up in the bathrooms. And then I'm laying there at 2 o'clock in the morning and I hear rodents in the walls. I'm telling you guys, stay away. Stay away. I had a
Stay
conversation, and I told them,
away.
yes, and I told the manager that I was going to take and give a shout out and say, stay away from the Hampton
Stay
Inn in Peachtree Corners,
away.
Georgia.
Stay away. I don't even have a
Yes.
garbage bag to put them in.
No,
But next
we
time,
just need to
we
send them a
need
whole
give them a
shipment,
whole shipment
a
of
whole
garbage
shipment
bags.
of garbage
We just gonna
bags. Yeah.
we gonna put what's in the bag. We gonna get a box, right? And we're gonna put what's in the bag on it. And we're gonna send them a garbage bag. So you gotta
Yes.
clean up some of that
Yes.
mess.
Every single
Please.
person had an
That's
issue.
sad.
Sad.
That's sad. That's so sad. We
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
y'all. Yes, we love y'all. Respect y'all, and I thank y'all for being part of What's in the Bag. We looking forward to the growth. We ain't going nowhere, so keep
No,
on
ma'am.
watching. Yeah,
We're going
girl,
to
what
keep
you
on
got to
coming at
say,
you.
girl?
Hey.
Celebrate.
Yes. Happy holidays to you guys. Merry Christmas and all the blessings that this season's bring to you guys. As always,
Amen.
stay blessed, be blessed, and have a blessed day.
Amen. Amen. Y'all have a great day, y'all. Bye bye.